AITA for vetoing my partner's plan to build a shed in our backyard, my 30s F partner, 30s M, and I originally agreed that we'd split our two-car garage, half for him, half for me. That never happened. He completely took over the entire space, and I've never had any room in there. It's been a low-level point of resentment for me for a while. Recently, he brought up the idea of building a shed in the backyard so he could clear out my side of the garage. I was on board, mostly because I just want to park my car in there and maybe have a bit of storage for holiday decorations, bikes, etc. In my head, I assumed he meant a small, reasonable shed, maybe 8 feet with a couple feet of clearance from the fence. We're also planning a garden in the backyard, so I built a few raised planter boxes and placed them in what I thought was a good spot that still left plenty of room for the shed. Today, he came outside and said the planters couldn't go where I put them because that's where the shed is going. I was confused, since the planters are about 20 feet from the fence. Turns out, he's planning to build an 18x18-foot shed with 5 feet of space around it on all sides, which would take up more than a third of our entire backyard. I was shocked and immediately said no. That's way beyond what I agreed to. He said, well, that's what I need to clear out the garage. Side note, the garage is so cluttered it's borderline hoarder level, and he hasn't actually used it as a workshop in over a year because there's no space. When I asked if we could compromise on the size, or if he could pare down some of his stuff, he said no. Then he said, well, I guess I'm not cleaning out the garage then. Now I feel kind of guilty for saying no to the shed, but I also feel like he completely blindsided me and expected me to just go along with something way more extreme than what we discussed. AITA for vetoing the shed?